Dearest Islanders, good afternoon. I'm Sol Park, an ASB president, with my co-president, Clara Mack, and we will be the directors of ceremonies this afternoon. These past 4 years have been quite the voyage, and I am so excited and already nostalgic about moving on from high school to whatever our futures may hold. Our high school diploma is a symbol of the diligent effort we put into our assignments and the sleepless nights of studying, but also the symbol of the meaningful relationships we formed throughout high school. We all are now ready to head out from our little lake into the bigger ocean of the world. I would like to thank our parents for being our #1 supporters of our childhood. Thank you all for giving us endless rides to school, to our soccer practices, tutoring sessions, and most of all, for giving us all of your unconditional love for us to grow as the people we are today. You are the heroes, and you are the reason why we're able to celebrate. Truly, thank you, parents and family. I would also like to thank our teachers for opening our eyes, for teaching us the important topics and allowing us to grow our curiosity. And thank you to all of our administrators and staff for providing a safe space where students can learn from amazing teachers. The classes we took in high school gave us the tools to think critically and solve problems. Our world will always have problems, conflicts, unsettled arguments, and more. But in front of me, I see hundreds of capable, determined problem solvers that are about to make ripples in this world. Within our graduates, there are people who will study engineering, making technological improvements for a more effective world. There will be those studying literature and fine arts, providing the perspective and beauty that ultimately give our lives meaning. There will be those studying business and finance, helping run the economies and corporations of our world. And there will be those who make ripples in our vast ocean in ways that none of us can foresee. I wish all of us here do one thing, if anything, as we live out the rest of our lives. Make an impact wherever you go. Leave a mark. Inspire. Cause a wave. Let's help people. Let's improve the world. Like Chef Gusteau says in Ratatouille, anyone can cook. Not anyone can be a great cook, but a great cook can come from any of us. Let's all work hard to be the best versions of ourselves that we can be. Let's all be happy and provide our own beauty to the world. I am honored to be in this Mercer Island class of 2024, and I'm truly excited to soon walk across the stage, turn the tassel, and get ready to swim in a bigger ocean with all of you. Thank you. Now, let's welcome our very own Annabelle Rimmer to perform the national anthem.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night
Thank you, Annabelle, for that phenomenal performance. Now please welcome the man, the myth, and the legend, our principal, the mighty Nick Wold.
Thanks, Saul. Good afternoon, Islanders. I'd like to start by introducing our special guests who are on stage with us today. All of these educators play a pivotal role in supporting our graduates as they cross the finish line. When I call your name, please stand and be acknowledged. Dr. Fred Rundle, Superintendent, Mercer Island School District. Deborah Laurie, President, Mercer Island School Board. Jody Lee, Mercer Island School Board Director. Dan Glowitz, Mercer Island School Board Director. Christina Martinez, Mercer Island School Board Director. And Maggie Ty Tucker, Mercer Island School Board Director. Our two school board student reps, Asha Warner and Ava Zhang. Executive Director of Compliance, Legal Affairs, and Human Resources, Erin Battersby. Executive Director of Finance and Operations, Matt Sullivan. Director of Special Services, Dr. Sue-Ann Booby. Director of Maintenance and Operations, Tony Kuhn. Director of Learning Services, Jamie Prescott. And our other Director of Learning Services, Nova Williams. We have Katie Gallagher, Administrative Intern. Lisa Dean, Associate Principal of Mercer Island High School. Erica Hill, Associate Principal of the high school. Now, graduates, while I know some of these positions have changed through the years, we know much of your foundation of learning came in your formative years. Here are our Mercer Island School District building leaders. Principal of West Mercer, Megan Isaacson. Principal of Island Park, John Wolmuth. Principal of Northwood, Julie Newcomer. Principal of Lake Ridge, Heidi Christensen. IMS co-principals, Aaron Miller and Mary Jo Budges. And IMS Associate Principal, Weston Lucas. Also seated in the crowd, Assistant Director of Special Services, Hannah Bolivar. Director of HR, Rosie Burns. Assistant Director of Finance, Jackie Garcia Fabra. And Michelle Mueller, our Administrative Executive Assistant. And our Director of Communications, Ian Henry. Now we have an incredible school with the most incredible MIHS staff. All of our MIHS staff in attendance, please stand and be recognizing graduates. Let's hear you celebrate our educators. I'd also like to acknowledge our MISD staff who are attending and are out in the crowd for our ceremony this afternoon. If you are in the crowd, please stand and be acknowledged. Thank you and welcome. Other MISD staff. We have a few more names. Stay with me. So some special thank yous. Kristen Brittenall, Amanda Thrall, and Erica Hill for planning today's event. This is no small task, so I appreciate their leadership in building such a special celebration. I'd also like to thank our orchestra director, Brian Kolk, for the musical performances for today. Now, we've had some staff down here all day with our graduates making sure that everything is in order. I'd also like to thank Creighton Lahery, Laura Carson, Christy Kenyon, Holly Purcell, Janelle Honeycutt, Jamie Robertson, Susie Brown, Autumn Schluter, Sunny Kim, and Dino Anist from our high school team. Finally, I'd like to thank our PTSA for their generous donations and supporting our graduates today for all the food and the generous, generous food and donations that they've made for today and spending their time for our graduates that they've been here for the last 6 hours. So thank you, PTSA. Mercer Island High School class of 2024, I can't believe this is the last time that I'm going to address this special class. Today we celebrate the remarkable achievements of an extraordinary group of individuals. I've been emotional all week in thinking about saying goodbye to such a tremendous class that made me think of a great quote from the ancient philosopher Andy Bernard from the show The Office. He said, "I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them." And I thought that was very fitting for today. In preparation for my final thoughts to the class of 2024, I sought out the advice of my beautifully talented wife, who's been known to give a speech or two. And while we had a spirited debate about quoting famous literature and former presidents, none of those approaches spoke to me and my relationship with the class of 2024. So today, let me share a little wisdom from some of my favorite sources, Ted Lasso and Michael Scott from The Office. Now, you might be wondering, what do these two people have in common? Well, aside from a little levity, they both understand the importance of gratitude and the curiosity in life. First, let's start with Ted Lasso. Ted once said, "I believe in hope. I believe and believe. And as you step into the next chapter of your life, never lose that sense of hope. Stay curious and always be ready to learn something new. Life has a funny way of surprising you when you keep an open heart and an open mind. Approach each day with that same curiosity that brought you success here at Mercer Island High School." Now, Ted continued to say, "Be curious and not judgmental." And when I reflect on that comment, I think of our islanders who will go out and experience the world that might be slightly different than this beautiful bubble that we've lived in on Mercer Island. You'll see many new walks of life, and before you judge, again, be curious, graduates. Be curious about the world around you, grateful for the opportunities that you've been given. This combination will not only lead to personal success, but it will also make a world a better place. Ask more questions, ponder, investigate, and by all means, learn. Now, speaking of curiosity, let's not forget the wisdom of Michael Scott, who so famously said, "You miss 100% of shots that you don't take." And yes, Michael was actually quoting Wayne Gretzky, but the point still stands. Embrace new opportunities with the courage to take those shots. whether it's a career path, a new hobby, or a chance encounter that could lead to a lifelong friendship. Be brave and shoot your shot. Now, let's talk about gratitude. It's essential to remember the people who have supported you along the way, from your parents, who somehow managed to put up with you when you left your science project to the last minute, to your teachers who patiently explained algebraic equations even when it felt like they were speaking a different language. They're the people who helped shape your journey. Look around you. Your classmates, your friends, your family, they've all played a part in getting you here today. Take a moment to appreciate them, not just today, but always. Finally, as you leave MIHS today, you know that you have left a lasting impression on all of us, and especially me. Making sure you're always remembered for your kindness, your curiosity, and your gratitude. Let these qualities shine through in everything that you do. But today is a day to celebrate the friendships that have sustained you, the lessons that have molded you, and the boundless possibilities that lie ahead. You are ready to take on the world with the optimism of Ted Lasso and the hilarity and maybe a little bit of chaos of Michael Scott. So class of 2024, as you step into the world, remember to keep your curiosity alive and your gratitude abundant. Embrace every moment, take every shot, and always, always believe in yourself. Congratulations, graduates. Go out there and make us proud. And now at this time, I'd like to invite Superintendent Dr. Fred Rundle and School Board President Deborah Laurie to the podium to accept the presentation of this class. Superintendent Rundle and Board President Laurie, it is a pleasure to present to you the graduating class of 2024. Each student has satisfied the necessary state and district requirements to receive a diploma from Mercer Island High School of the Mercer Island School District. Do you accept and approve this class for graduation?
Yes, we do.
And now for a special introduction, CMAC, Ms. Clara Mack.
I now have the pleasure of introducing our next speaker, Dr. Fred Rundle. Most of you know him as the superintendent of the Mercer Island School District. He also served as director of learning services, but I will always remember him as my principal at Lake Ridge Elementary School. When I was in kindergarten, I had to count 100 crayons. And Mr. Rundle was the one who joined me on the floor and counted all those crayons with me. I don't remember if I said thank you, so let me say it today. Thank you, Mr. Rundle. And please help me give a warm welcome to our superintendent, Dr. Fred Rundle.
I get the opportunity to answer a question from time to time, and that is, why have you stayed in this school district as long as you have? When I arrived in 2009, I never expected to still be here in 2024, but now I'll just roll tape. That's why I stick around. So class of 2024, this is your graduation. You are the main event. There isn't a warm-up act to loosen us all up, getting us in our groove. We will not have an intermission, so it's time to focus up, lock in, and be present. You're only going to get to do this once as high school graduates. Soak it in, look around, be proud of what you've accomplished as an individual and what you've accomplished as a class. We're all here. We're your friends, we're your educators, parents, family members, neighbors, community partners, to simply say by our presence being here today, we care, we're proud, and as the prophets Lasso and Wold, we have great hope because of you. Having been in our school district for 15 years when I arrived, you were not even kindergartners. So as principal, district administrator, and now superintendent, I've had the absolute privilege of watching you matriculate through elementary, middle school, and now high school. You broke barriers, you instilled belief in yourselves, you broadcasted your voices, and promoted a sense of belonging that this class and all the classes coming behind you will benefit from. And while you sit here today, united as Mercer Island High School's class of 2024, your journey today is an individual story. You faced adversity and challenges and experienced triumph and success. No matter how winding that path has been, you've made it, and no one can take that away from you. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Sorry, guys. Now we will have our presentation of the first third of diplomas. Please welcome Stella Chen and Grayson Condor to announce all of our names.
Brandon Abelhausen.
Tyler Affelter.
Angela Ajain.
Maher Agarwal.
Jackson Agee.
Lucille Aitken.
Neha Albuquerque.
Riku Amamiya.
Eric Anderson.
Asher Aronson.
Frida Barber.
Aiden Barham.
Neil Barron.
Phoenix Baskin.
Nina Baston.
Hugo Beal.
Thomas Becker.
Aaron Bihar.
Oliver Bellin.
Simmer Benapal.
Cade Bennett.
Harrison Benson.
Johanna Berryman.
Tyler Beanstalk.
Isabella Biggs.
Brian Belansky Jr.
Peyton Blosh.
Rafael Borromeo.
Ian Boteo.
Ryan Boyle.
Keating Brick.
Woody Brown.
John Brown.
Maddie Brown.
Garrett Bruns.
Elise Buckley.
Milan Bowie.
Silas Berkey.
Noah Burnside.
Connor Campbell.
Faye Campus.
Colin Carmichael.
Sophie Cartwright.
Grace Castellanos.
Michael Castillo.
Luca Cerro.
Anastasia Chancellor.
Ethan Chang.
Jackson Chang.
Safia Chaudhry.
Jacob Chen.
Alexander Chen.
Ethan Chernikoff.
Nick Chow.
Gregory Shivani.
Aurelia Class Welch.
Riley Cotton.
Willow Crew.
Kelly Cullen.
Peter Dolan.
Brooke Sloan.
Landon DaCosta. Woo!
Jack Dalton.
Robert Dang.
Chloe DeGracia.
Ashlyn Dorado.
Shane DeGucci.
Sam Dilworth.
Magnus Dorr.
Parker Doucette.
Andrew Dudit.
Henry Dumler.
Alexander Durkee.
Maya Eldridge Baker.
Piper Angie.
Aurora Evanoff.
Maya Evans Riera.
Paige Evans Riera.
Chloe Evanson.
Emily Fain.
Sophia Pham.
Javier Fernandez Budiman.
Izzy Ferrari.
Brant Fiander.
Alexander Finley.
Zoya Ferrasta.
Sebastian Foss.
Afton Fossin.
Cody Fossin.
Fern Frame.
Griffin Frank.
Sophia Friedman.
Durham French.
Catherine Friedman.
Dante Alejandro From.
Ellington Fruling.
Adrian Fu. Brandon Fucano.
Ella Gao.
Xavier Garavati.
Linnea Garner.
Kaya Gazaglu.
Sanaya Jilin.
Zach Geisner.
Tyler Gilroy.
Graham Guyvin.
Taven Glennon Moulin. Grace Go.
Luke Gollin.
Catherine Greer.
Misha Gregory.
Ella Grogan.
Sam Grover.
Alexei Grushetsky.
Parker Gurney.
Ria Hansbull.
Jonathan Hedrick.
Finn Hensey.
Logan Herzinger.
Sophie Hill.
Elliot Huang.
Lily Hook.
Lydia Hogg.
Nathan Holland.
Taylor Holshauser.
Congratulations to all the first batch graduates. A typical high school student earns more than 50 grades in their high school career. Our 19 valedictorians have worked tirelessly with diligence and effort to earn an A in all 50 of those grades. Please help me welcome our amazing valedictorians.
Good afternoon to our wonderful faculty, proud loved ones, and fellow class of 2024 graduates. This afternoon marks a culmination of 4 years of hard work, dedication, and experiences that have shaped us to the people we are today. Despite the decidedly unique experiences that Mercer Island has awarded us while in high school, we have all been guilty of saying things like, I can't wait for the weekend, I can't wait for summer, and I can't wait to graduate. But, as the Honorable Ferris Bueller once said, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
We are all excited to graduate and move on to the next chapter of our lives, but we should not dismiss the experiences that have brought us here today. So, instead of falling victim to the I can't waits of life, we have decided to take you all on a journey this afternoon to celebrate and reminisce upon the past 4 years. As the class of 2024, we have gone through a lot together, both good and bad. But these very experiences have shaped us into the people that we are today. Although classified as a comedy, the 1986 film Ferris Bueller's Day Off contains a surprising amount of solid advice. So today, we ask you all to take a look around and buckle in as our fellow valedictorians reflect on their time at MIHS.
Let's start with our accomplishments. Our band was honored to play at the Macy's Day Parade this Thanksgiving. Our orchestra performed here at Benaroya Hall, and our musicians placed highly at the Solo and Ensemble Festival. Our girls' tennis, lacrosse, swive, and boys' lacrosse teams won state, making us one of the most successful athletic programs in Washington. Our radio and TV programs earned 10 national awards from the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System. ASB somehow kept prom tickets under $100 with what might be the lowest class balance in history. And we had the first ever school dance with more chaperones than students.
The drama department had 4 students attend the International Thespian Festival and 6 students recognized by the Fifth Avenue Theater. We set a new record for crashes in C-Lot, and bad parking became the crux of our senior prank. Our DI teams couldn't stop winning and took home 7 first and second places at state. And our class started an award-winning cybersecurity team as well as a dominant esports team. The bounds of the class of 2024 are truly limitless, and it is all possible because of the incredible support system surrounding us and the belief we had in ourselves 4 years ago.
Recently, I got back the letter I wrote to my senior self as a mere freshman, new to the high school's complex network of halls and choices at the coffee stand in the Commons. Amid predictions about friends, family, and a reunion for the cast of Dance Moms, I had one question for myself. Do you still sing in the shower? Beyond all the stresses of school and work, 9th grade Andrew reminded present-day me to embrace the small joys of life, the ones that make me uniquely myself. As I leave this stage to sing in other showers away from home, I want to encourage all of us to keep finding those simple moments of happiness that reach far beyond any codified measure of success. It's moments like these that reflect our authentic selves, illuminating our individuality and spirit.
At the beginning of Ferris Bueller's narrative, our protagonist tells his audience a person should not believe in an ism, they should believe in themselves. As we venture into the next chapter of our lives, we must remember to always embrace the things that keep us grounded and happy above some supposed standard of life. Focusing on the things that bring us joy allows us to not only chase our dreams, but also to embrace the journey. These experiences are the ones that shape who we are as individual people, regardless of life's isms.
At the baccalaureate ceremony last week, I heard a student that I didn't know very well talk about his struggles with mental health. His speech was made more powerful by the fact that I would have never expected it from him, and it changed my perspective. One of my biggest internal conflicts throughout high school had been comparing myself to others, thinking they seem happier than me, so if I do what they're doing, I'll be happier. It took 4 years to realize that everybody is facing their own struggles and insecurities, and because of that, if you want to be happy, you have to follow your own path, not try to imitate what someone else is doing because it seems to be working for them.
Though it's easy to get caught up in comparisons and self-doubt, it's important to remember that a step back is all it takes to change your perspective. As Bueller says to Sloan while overlooking the city from Sears Tower, the tallest building in Chicago, anything is peaceful from 1,353 feet. As we all continue to meet thousands of others, grow in our understanding of the world, and go on to achieve greater heights, remember that every single one of you worked hard to get where you are, and no matter which path you find yourself exploring. The most important thing to keep in mind is to have faith in yourself and remember that at the end of the day, we are all undergoing our own journeys.
In 10th grade, I wrote a metaphor that I call the sandcastle to serve as a reminder that most things in life are temporary. Neither the highs nor the lows will last forever. I wrote, "Life is all about taking the sand that is given and building a sandcastle. Waves will come, high tide will try and knock you over, but low tide comes around, allowing you to build yourself up again, even better than before, to help you withstand even harsher waves and still be okay. Even though high tide might seem like it will never go away, there is always a low tide coming, I promise."
Admittedly going through tough times, Ferris Bueller once remarked, "How could I possibly be expected to handle school on a day like this?" The ocean may be vast, the high tide and winds can easily wipe away one's sand creations, but that doesn't mean we should stand there on the beach and do nothing for fear of what might come. The key is to focus on what you can touch and control, the sand, and use it to realize your potential. Let's live a life within an uncertain world, but with absolute trust that the next low tide is to come.
We are all at a turning point in our lives. As we head off to whatever our postgraduate plans take us, we leave behind a part of our childhood and the safety of high school. Now we must confront what we want to do with the rest of our lives. We are constantly bombarded with questions like, what do you want to major in? What are you going to do with your life? And what the heck do you do with an English major? At times, you can't help but feel a little lost because you don't yet know where the future will take you. But maybe, just maybe, that's okay.
As Cameron lies sick in his bed, Ferris storms into his room and tells him, "You're not dying, you just can't think of anything good to do." Sometimes we need to just get out of bed, seek new adventures, and meet new people. By doing this, sometimes you will fail. Maybe you'll fail your first math test, miss an Islander hour, or even lose every single game in a sports season. But the most important part is that you keep persevering. Although our passions may not be readily apparent, we have to hope that, with time, the dots will connect and our passions will come to the surface. As Steve Jobs put it, you can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backward. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in the future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever.
While we may not know who we are now or who we want to become, one thing is for certain. Mercer Island High School has given us the tools to connect the dots of our futures. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. This moment is as beautiful as it is pivotal. We come here today not only to celebrate the past, but also in eager anticipation of our future. So going forward, let's not forget the piles of homework or early mornings, the pasta Mondays or football games. Let's remember the struggles we braved day after day as much as the successes we'll cherish forever. As we go forward to new adventures and paths, let's also go back to what Ferris Bueller most eloquent advice. The question isn't, what are we going to do? The question is, what aren't we going to do?
We'd like to express our deepest gratitude to the people who got us here. High school has been a journey of so much self-discovery and growth, but we did not do this alone. To all MISD staff, thank you for your unwavering dedication and guidance. To our families, thank you for your endless support and encouragement. To our classmates and friends, thank you for making this journey incredible. Thanks to everyone who was a part of this journey, the class of 2024 is confident, courageous, and ready to embrace the future. Congratulations!
Thank you again to all of our valedictorians. We will now move on to the second third of diplomas. Let me introduce Charlie May and Claire Rue to present all of our names.
Second round of diplomas, please stand. Annabelle Hopkins.
Logan Sue. Victoria Hu.
Arthur Huang.
Chloe Huang. Greta Hikes.
Linus Hikes.
Alexandra Hyman.
Ashley Iwasaki.
Claire Jacobs.
Julian J.
Younggu Ji.
Nathaniel Johnson.
Felix Joinson.
Cole Jones.
Peyton Jordan.
Jada Jorgensen.
Kendall Kapsner.
Benjamin Katz.
Ahad Khan.
Erica Kierstead.
Griffin King.
Violet Kinney.
Brandon Kermer.
Nicholas Klein.
Clark Koopman.
Spencer Kornblum.
Cole Kravitz.
Benjamin Krieger.
Duncan Krupp.
Evan Quang.
Seaver Lancelot.
Sophia Landick.
Amber Letherier.
Natalie Lau.
Maya Lawrence.
Brandon Levitt.
Angela Lee.
Eris Lee.
Aziza Lee.
David Lee.
Genevieve Lee.
John Lee.
Marla Lee.
Matthew Lee.
Christopher Lean.
Alex Lemus.
Lucas Lessard.
Connor Leung.
Ansel Levesque.
Jack Levitt.
Joyce Lee.
Sophie Lee.
Yuna Lin.
Aiden Linden.
Annabelle Little.
Madison Liu.
Michael Liu.
Matthew Lozier.
Jane Liu.
Joey Lurie.
Jada Liu.
Sandra Lee.
Marta Malaguzzi.
Aditi Manby.
Kai Manson.
Daniel Marcus.
Cora Perzio Bioroli.
Catherine Marsh.
Alexander Martin.
Ella Martin.
Jenna Martin.
Murphy Martin.
No worries, no worries. Adam Matsugoka.
Nick Mautone.
Joseph McCormick.
Elise McDonald.
Elise McEachran.
William McNeil.
Kindred McQueen.
Lila Meading.
Jackson Megsnick.
Aiden Michaels.
Lila McHugh.
Nicholas Mills.
Nandini Mishra.
Caitlin Monahan.
Ren Monroe.
Catherine Montpellier.
Lucas Maraca.
Lucia Morelli.
Charlotte Morrison.
Hazen Morrison.
Micah Mosley.
Maximilian Euler.
Mariana Munoz.
Brian Murdoch.
Maximilian Murphy.
Lamai Mabudu.
Luke Michael Bust.
Zachary Nakano.
Damian Nuner.
Isabella Nguyen.
Russell Nguyen.
Ethan Nissam.
Mayan Mpasong.
Anthony O'Donnell.
Christine O'Donnell.
Molly O'Mara.
Blake Ogata.
Tini Olusanya.
Sam Orndorff.
Ian Osnes.
Grace Marie Ottaviani.
Sophia Pacheca.
Zoe Peck.
Alyssa Pangalo.
Owen Pasquale.
Ty Parkinson.
Brandon Paddoxill.
Julia Pierman.
Nathan Pelerin.
Samantha Pelter.
Marin Pemberton.
Tanvi Panubothu.
Julian Peters.
Riley Pettigrew.
Let's give another round of applause for our graduates. Each year, our senior class chooses one distinguished, talented person to do a speech that represents our class. Please welcome our senior speaker of the class of 2024, Jaden Wang.
parents, teachers, my esteemed colleagues. We've changed. It's no secret that sitting here today, we're almost unrecognizable from the children we were just 4 short years ago. Just ask your parents. But as we're celebrating our achievements and accomplishments tonight, I'd like to take a moment to reflect on not just how we've changed, but why we've changed. Why is it that a kid can enter the old gray building of Mercer Island High School and leave an adult? Well, I'll tell you why. In that building, the kid made mistakes. The kid stumbled, faltered, and failed. Even as the kid sits here today, an adult, regrets remain. But through these mistakes, this kid learned how to keep their chin up. And as this kid thought they would falter and fail for the final time, they were lifted to their feet by the unwavering support of their friends. Through this kid's iron-like perseverance and the indispensable allies they've made, the kid sits before you today as an adult. To the class of 2024, years from now, we won't remember the faces of our 9th grade English teachers. We won't remember the conversations we had with our desk mates. In fact, do me a favor and forget all the times I raised my hand and gave the wrong answer. But I can tell you, not just with a preponderance, but with certainty, that I'll remember the first time I truly struggled and what it took to make it through. I'll keep the lifelong bonds I've made that have pushed me through the worst times, and I'll never forget the love given to me by my grandparents, the opportunities given to me by my mom and dad, and the excellence of my intelligent, handsome, charismatic brother Kevin, who wrote the speech. So, my friends, as we leave here today and we slowly forget about that old school, about the walls that can't decide if they want to be mustard or beige, we bring with us the greatest of gifts: resolution from past mistakes, the best friends we could have ever asked for, and a chip on our shoulder, making us just a bit more human. To my graduating class, thank you for the best 4 years of my life, and may our next 4 be even better. Thank you.
Now, please welcome our MIHS Orchestra to perform Ashokan Farewell by Jay Unger.
Thank you to our amazing orchestra for that wonderful performance. We now will begin our final third of diplomas. Allow me to introduce Kathy Shao and Karen Zhang to read our names.
Third quarter, please stand. Do we start? Oh, they're coming. Alan Pham.
Nicholas Phillips.
Val Pitiera.
Thomas Planbeck.
Macy Pohl.
Trina Bonapali.
Say it again, say it again.
Trina Bonapali.
Ashlyn Powell.
Owen Prater.
Isabella Raheen.
Zain Raisi.
Abai Raj. Abdel Ramadan.
Logan Remington.
Mina Riolo.
Alden Ritter.
Annabelle Rimmer.
Stella Robbins.
Verena Ronald. Jovi Roque.
Cole Rowe.
Joseph Ruan.
Meng Rong.
Elizabeth Sadler.
Riley Samuels.
Tedros Sanchez Alamu.
Malaya Sanders. Malaya Sanders.
Megan Sandoval.
Peyton Sandwith.
Addison Schiller.
Amelie Schmidt.
Alex Shummy.
Quincy Schwartz.
Lauren Seafort.
Cameron Selby.
Owen Selby.
Wanjun Seo.
Quinn Shavy.
Gavin Shia.
Dylan Shobe.
Sasha Shore.
Jack Seekhouse.
Diego Sylvia.
Jacob Simon.
Alexander Singh.
Owen Shorten.
Alexander Skabinski.
Cortez Smith.
Kai Smith.
Robert So.
Julia Summerfield.
Douglas Stovall.
Caleb Sue.
Lauren Suzuki. Taylor Swendrowski.
Alexander Sitman.
Madeline Tunin.
John Trethaway.
Madeline Trethaway. Jeremy Sepyanik.
Sophia Sepenyuk.
Rocco Tupas.
Morgan Ulrich.
Nico Olshin.
Suba Vadalamonte.
Katinka Eden. Do you want me to do this one? Claire Velyevich. Petra Vidariksen.
Julian Vining.
Mia Vorkoper.
Poppy Walker.
Matthew Waltzer.
Wong. Keegan Wong.
Dylan Way.
Harry Wheel.
Morgan Weiss.
Nathan Wen.
Delaney Williams.
Vivian War.
Jackson Wold.
Brandon Wolf.
Daryl Wong.
Melena Wong.
Emily Wu.
Ben Wu.
Emma Wu.
Kellen Wu.
Yang.
Nathan Yang.
Susie Yang.
Yuki Ye.
Camille Yi.
Trisha Yen.
Rachel Yu. Lale Yusefia.
Maria Zhang.
Davin Ayama.
Adelaide Bergman.
Muye Feng.
Hannah Goldstein.
Annabelle Hegarty.
Tyler Sue.
Andrew Joseph.
Justin Lee.
Elena Lil.
Can I do Claire?
Macy Nordberg.
Claire Rue.
Sid Schroff.
Gareth Tatum.
Daniela Van Blurkum. You do me now?
Catherine Shao. Grayson Conder. Stella Chen. Jaden Wang.
Charles May.
Paige Kirby.
Moa Valentine.
Yunjia Zhang.
Ava Ye.
Melissa Wu.
Nikesh Warner.
Benjamin Viafor.
Asha Warner. I'll do Soul, you do Clara. Soul Park.
Clara Mack.
Last one, Karen Zhang.
All of our graduating seniors were asked to nominate a teacher to speak for us at graduation. The person you chose is one of the youngest teachers at MIHS, making him one of the most relatable staff members. I had him in pre-calculus this year, and he has a way of making difficult material understandable. Let's be honest, some of you weren't the easiest students, but he knows how to connect with everyone. You know him as a spirited Zag, our boys golf coach, and today he's your graduation speaker who has already made 2 Starbucks runs. Please welcome Mr. Connor Coombs.
I dropped the microphone earlier today, so that was giving me a hard time. First off, hello and good afternoon to everybody here, parents, guardians, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, all their family. I think I covered my bases. District leadership, colleagues, and of course, our graduates. I'm very humbled, honored, and excited to be selected as the faculty speaker by the graduating class of 2024. But my sincerest congratulations to all of you. This is the graduating class that started high school behind a computer screen and are now being able to finish their 4-year journey in this beautiful venue. Please take a moment to reflect on all you have accomplished, all the laughs you have shared, all the tears you have shed, both sad and happy, and all the memories that you have created that have made this journey what it is for each of you. When I was asked to give this speech, and then basically every waking hour since then, I've struggled to think of any sort of original thought or creative idea to apply that would encapsulate this graduating class. I did have some thoughts. Could I chat GPT this thing? How much does a speechwriter cost? And what's the appropriate amount of pop culture and slang to use? You'll find out later. Of course, all the ideas that did enter my head were a bunch of cliches. If you've attended a grad party, whether it's your own grad party, or a friend's, a sibling's, or you've gotten advice from somebody older than you or younger than you, you know the cliches I'm talking about. These are cliches like stop and smell the roses, follow your dreams, and you are the future. It can be easy to brush aside these cliches as just cliche, but things are basic for a reason, right? There's meaning behind these sayings, or at least I feel like there's some meaning, and if you'll allow me, I would like to impart some of those meanings upon you. Now, as I go through these, please remember I teach math, not English, so take it easy on me. Stopping and smelling the roses. My mom used to say this one to me all the time, and I would be so confused because roses don't smell like anything to me. But as always, my mom was right. This is a phrase that I wish I took to heart sooner. It speaks to being present in the moment. In a world where everything is accessible by just a few clicks or swipes of a finger, we can get lost in the race of what comes next. And we can tend to overlook the beauty in the excitement of where we are and what we have achieved. Smelling the roses can be a place where you relish in your growth and appreciate the finer things in your life. I urge you to celebrate your successes, no matter how big or how small. Follow your dreams. You should never stop following your dreams. It doesn't matter if you're 2 years old or 22 or 222. To follow your dreams, you first must know what they are. This requires self-reflection and self-awareness. It's a daunting task, but it's an invaluable one. It's invaluable to take inventory of your goals, your passions, who you are and what you want with your life. Growing up, there's always a next step or a next path laid out for you. That's going to stop soon. Afterwards, you need to find your own motivation and your own desires to succeed. Many of you are looking forward to this, but be intentional with your choices and your actions, as they will inevitably become who you are. My quote is not from Ted Lasso, it's not from Michael Scott, but my quote says, "Your thoughts become your words, which become your actions, which become your habits, which becomes your character." You guys just refer to this as manifesting. Don't ever stop manifesting. Lastly, you are the future. When people think of the future, they think of new, they think of fresh, they think of advanced. These things cannot happen without change and without trial and error. Take advantage of your youth. Make change. Do trials. Experience some error. I always joke with my students about how old I feel sometimes when they use words like Riz or bussin'. And then they inevitably respond with, Mr. Coombs, you're really not that old. Like, what are you talking about? You'll understand later. But I think about how much I have grown and accomplished since I was once in your shoes, and how much more I could have grown and accomplished with the opportunities that were presented to me by both parents, teachers, professors, anybody else. Your youth allows you to expand your horizons in ways that are unique to you at this age. When I graduated high school and I enrolled at Gonzaga University, go Zags. This March is the year. We'll see. I was scared to join a lot of new activities and a lot of new groups. I struggled to find my footing at Gonzaga those first couple of years. I switched my major twice. I was grasping at straws. And so I'm just going to try new things. I started a competitive club golf team, which allowed me to become the boys golf coach at Mercer Island High School. I joined a variety of cultural and academic clubs. And the point to this is that you never know how small setbacks can become large gains. Through these new endeavors, I found lifelong friends. I met my fiance. Because of these leaps of faith, like I said, I made friends I never would have. I learned about topics that I never knew existed. And I took part in new traditions that I still take part in to this day. Always try new things if you can. Never turn one of those down. I'm all out of cliches. But before I leave you, please take moments in your life to set goals and reflect. Be present and intentional with your time. And always continue to expand your horizons. One last sincere thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak, and one last sincere congratulations to the class of 2024.
Just like a valedictorian, our salutatorians put in the diligent effort in their education. Please help me welcome our talented salutatorians.
Class of 2024, please rise. On the count of 3, we will move the tassels from the right side to the left side to signify our official graduation. 1, 2, 3. Should we go throw it?
Congratulations, class of 2024. First, I want to say it has been an honor, Soul Park, and I want to thank you. It's been an honor to serve as your ASB co-presidents this year. Okay. I know we're all anxious to get to our graduation party, and I promise you this ceremony is almost over. But I have a couple of important announcements, and I want to leave all of you with the closing thought. After we're done with the ceremony, graduates will stand and leave first. They will be exiting from the back rows to the front row. As graduates leave the ceremony, they will head to the pillars out in the lobby. You can find your graduate by last name. Before we go, to the teachers who inspired us, to the administrators and staff who gave us a place to grow, let's give them one last round of applause. To our parents, guardians, and family members who cared for us, guided us, and supported us, please join me in giving them one more recognition. Please sit down, graduates. Thank you. This is an emotional moment, and I'm going to ask all of you for your help to illustrate why. If you went to West Mercer Elementary, please stand up and let's applaud our West Mercer Wolves. Woo! Now, if you were a lion like me at Lake Ridge Elementary, please stand. Woo! Let's hear it for our Northwood Owls. Woo! And now give it up for our Island Park Eagles. Woo! And let's also recognize our friends who joined us later at Islander Middle School and MIHS. Please stand. In high school, we discovered new groups and friends. Our student athletes trained hard and made us proud. If you participated in any of our high school sports or part of any spirit group, please stand. Thank you. Thank you for letting us share in your accomplishments. Our band took us to New York, our orchestra went to Disney, our choir, drama, and visual arts entertained and impressed us. Stand up if you participated in any of our fine arts programs. Woo! From chess club to La Croix to kids corps and everything in between, let's show how important our clubs are by standing if you participated in any of the 90 clubs at MIHS. Woo! Here's my point. It's natural to divide ourselves into cliques based on our interests, our neighborhoods, or even the tables we sat at during lunch. But my role as your ASB president has been to reach out to all of our groups. Sometimes I've had to step outside my comfort zone, but all of you have taught me so much and rewarded me with great friendships. I know some of you may feel like you weren't part of any of these groups, but here's my final message. As we leave today, all of these divisions and cliques will start to fade. Today, all of you will leave as members of one big club. It's called the Mercer Island Class of 2024 Alumni. Once a snail, always a snail. So now I'm going to ask everyone to stand up one last time. We stand together as one powerful club, connected by our childhoods and memories. The mission of our new club is to go out and serve our community, to be kind to people beyond this club, to unite rather than to divide, and to look for the good in everyone you meet. Have a great life, Islanders, and go Avon! We will begin, graduates will be leaving from the back and then coming to the front. You can find your graduates by last name at the pillar. Thank you so much for a great day, everyone. Parents and family, please wait for the graduates to leave first. Thank you.